Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why so many people work their whole lives and still struggle financially? How is it possible to work 40, 50, and even 60 hours a week for decades and still feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck? The truth is, most people stay broke because they fall into the same money traps over and over again. But in this eye-opening video, I'm breaking down the 8 biggest financial traps that keep most people broke and more importantly how you can avoid them and finally build real wealth. Alright, the first money trap is something we've all done at some point. Lifestyle creep. Here's how it works. You get a raise, a promotion or a bonus. Great, right? But instead of using that extra money to invest or pay off debt, you upgrade your lifestyle. New car, big apartment, fancy clothes, and more dinners out. And before you know it, you're back to living paycheck to paycheck. Except now you look better on Instagram. But how to avoid it? That is simple. When your income goes up, keep your expenses the same for as long as possible. Use that extra cash to build an emergency fund, invest in assets, or pay off high interest debt. Remember, it is not what you make, it is what you keep. Trap number 2. Bad debt. Not all debt is bad, right? But the wrong kind of debt is like an anchor that drags you down year after year. Credit card debts, payday loans, and high interest car loans. This kind of debt keeps you paying interest to the bank instead of earning it for yourself. But how to avoid it? Pay off your highest interest debt first and use that only when it creates income, like buying an investment property that pays you rent, not for vacations you'll forget about a year. Think like the wealthy. They use that to build wealth, not to buy liabilities. Trap number 3. Lack of financial education. Most schools don't teach real-world personal finance, so people go through life not knowing how to budget, invest, negotiate, or even understand taxes. They just hand the power over to someone else, or worse, they ignore it. And how to avoid it? Make it your mission to self-educate. Read books, listen to podcasts, and follow people who actually understand money. The more you learn, the fewer stupid money mistakes you'll make. And trust me, one good decision can save you years of financial pain. Trap number 4. Relying on one source of income. Most people have just one paycheck, their job. But if that paycheck stops tomorrow, guess what? They are screwed. Well, the people don't just have a job, they have multiple streams of income, investments, side hustles, rental properties, dividends, and royalties. So, how to avoid this trap? Start small, build a side hustle, learn a new skill you can monetize, and put your money into assets that pay you passive income. Never and never rely on one income stream to pay your bills. Trap number 5. Short-term thinking. This one's sneaky because our brains are wired for it. We want things now, instant gratification. So we spend money we don't have to buy things we don't need to impress people we don't even like. Meanwhile, they play the long game. They make sacrifices now so they can live free later. So, how can you avoid this trap? Ask yourself, will this decision help me in 5 years or even 10 years? Practice delaying gratification. Invest now and reap the rewards later. Compound interest is real, but so is compound regret. Trap number 6. Here's a classic. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. We all know that neighbor or friend who suddenly upgrades their car, their house, their phone, and then everyone around them feels pressure to do the same. People get trapped in a spending race they cannot win, trying to impress people who probably don't even care. So, how to avoid it? Remember, your real wealth is what you don't see. Stop comparing with people who are broke themselves. Trap number 7. Not having any emergency fund. Here's the truth. Life will throw curveballs at you. Medical bills, job loss, car repairs, you name it. Without an emergency fund, every surprise expense becomes debt. You swap the credit cards, take out payday loans, and end up paying way more than you needed to. But how to avoid it? Start small. Aim for $500, then $1,000, and then 3 to 6 months of base expenses. Keep it liquid and keep it safe. This is a financial safety net. It is boring until it saves your butt. Trap number 8. Waiting too long to invest. A lot of people think like this. I will invest when I have more money. But here's the thing. Timing the market beats timing the market. Even if you can only invest $50 a month right now, do it. Because compound interest is like magic. The earlier you start, the less you have to put in later. So, how to avoid this trap? Automate your investing. Pick something simple like low-cost index fund or ETF and set up automatic contributions. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today. Look, if you're caught in one or a few of these traps, don't beat yourself. We all make money mistakes, and what matters is what you do next. Start small. Pick one trap you're going to fix this month. Your future self will thank you 1,000 times over. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave your comment, and see you on the next one.